and welcome back. It is Wallet Wednesday, and as businesses start reopening, some employers are maybe nervous that workers won't return.
Yeah, in some cases, we're seeing workers making more in unemployment benefits and really worried to go back to work. So joining us to talk about this and how employers are navigating their way back into the workplace is Danielle Kane from the Better Business Bureau. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely. So we want to talk about this. It's called this right to work refusal. What should employers do if they're finding themselves in this situation?
Yeah, so employers are definitely worried, as you said, that their staff is making more on unemployment, but it is within regulation that if, a store or workplace opens again and they offer that job back to an employee, if everything is safe within the store, the employee actually does have to accept that offer. To not do so, if the employer has taken the proper precautions, is to forfeit your unemployment benefits.
Mm.
So, if that happens, an employer is within their right to then contact the unemployment office and notify them.
Interesting. So the
Interesting.
whole title of right to work refusal, I mean, it makes it sound like you do have a right to refuse the work, but you kind of don't, right? From what you're saying. I mean, you either have to take the job or lose the unemployment.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a sticky situation because employees, of course, do have rights, and you do have the right to refuse work if the employer has not taken the proper precautions,
Mm.
especially in today during COVID-19, to make work safe. So that is really the caveat here: is did your employer take the proper steps to get staff and employees back in a safe manner? But otherwise, yes, that's the way unemployment works, is you have to constantly be looking for a job and willing to work in order to keep receiving those benefits.
Interesting. I guess so. So it's kind of a conversation, hopefully, that's happening between employees and employer as they navigate coming back. If employees feel like it's not safe, that the business hasn't been taking enough steps, or if customers are coming in and noticing things that they think aren't right, what can people do in that situation to try and nudge
Yeah.
that business to be taking the right steps?
Yeah. So, of course, if an employee really does feel like there's something dangerous about their workplace, they should notify OSHA. OSHA is, of course, going to take the complaint or the notification seriously. It doesn't always result in a investigation into the workplace, but nonetheless, that is the employee's first line of defense. But they should be in constant communication with their employer to see what it is the employer is doing to keep them safe. So you do want to look for things like the 6 foot minimum distance. Are people required to wear masks? Is the employer mandating temperature checks every morning or symptom checks every morning? Those are the type of things we want people to be looking for.
Okay, well, good, interesting information for sure. Changing topics a little bit here, we hear there are some new warnings about contact tracing scams. What's that all about?
Yeah, so this is interesting because contact tracing has implications, of course, for bad actors on the scam side, which you've alluded to, and then also on the employer side, there's a lot of cyber risks and also legal risks that employers need to be aware of as they implement some contact tracing solutions. But on the scam side, indeed, BBB and the FTC, we're both seeing bad actors come out of the woodwork posing as contact tracers to try and get people's personal information, as always.
Yeah, I know this is something that you guys at the BBB are working with the FTC on to really dig into that. So I'm sure we'll be checking back in with you on that. But yeah, it's interesting. We're seeing these businesses being asked to take in a lot of personal information, and they might not have the system set up to protect it because they just haven't done it in the past.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
scary stuff.
See what happens. But yeah, good to know that at least those scams are out there so we're aware.
Yes,
Yes.
awareness is important. All right, thanks, Danielle. We appreciate all the info. And if you want to learn more about returning to work, if you still need help with employment, getting back into your business safely, BBB has a lot of resources for you. So we'll have more information at coin.com.